Welcome back, guys. So I'm back again, ready to show you Call of Duty Mobile again. This time, we're bringing the Mythic M13 video because I'm usually the kind of guy to collect all the Mythic weapons, and not only that, but also I just found that the Mythic M13 was amazing. It's honestly one of the greatest weapons in all of COD Mobile, if not the greatest one. It reminds me of like futuristic geometry skin, and at the same time, it reminds me of ships in Guardians of the Galaxy. That's one of the things it reminds me of. But I also really enjoy the black and yellow skin it has going on. It makes it look even more technologic. It's honestly a weapon from the future, and though I appreciate a lot of military skins, I just prefer futuristic a lot more, mainly because you can be more creative with it. But yeah, here in this game, M13 is actually quite impressive from what I've heard, and we'll be testing it out in a moment. But don't worry about. I wouldn't worry too much about it. The fact is that the M13 in Modern Warfare 2019, which is where this iteration comes from, as most guns from COD Mobile tend to be. On a side note, I hope they eventually do bring Cold War weapons and such, but I'm not going to be too impatient about it. Regardless, the M13 used to be an inferior version of the M4A1 during most of the life cycle, and even after the M4A1 was quote-unquote outclassed, it was actually still beaten by a single other DLC weapon that like ended up being an AR, like the ASVAL and such. But maybe in Call of Duty Mobile, since it's not necessarily a complete copy paste, and they changed some of the stats and how it performs, it could actually outclass the M4 here. Obviously, it will definitely outclass that, but maybe even the ASVAL, but who knows. So for now, I'm just gonna show you everything that you get from this draw, because the most likely thing is that I'm just not gonna get the weapon and the character until the very end, which is fine. I don't really mind that. We just got the SKS, and yeah, well, let's see, the helicopter is cool. I do enjoy the black and yellow skin, as I've said, with like most of the weapons and skins we get for this draw are actually quite impressive. And on a side note, I am very glad that we got the Ghost Azrael skin, because I think that just bringing him back from Modern Warfare's Halloween is not only a nice touch for like a fan favorite skin from that game, but also just the fact that it came out during Halloween. So like a whole year later, we're getting him back here in COD Mobile. Now here, finally, let's talk about the M13, which I again, as I'm saying, it's just what an excellent skin is what I gotta say. It's just fantastic. I hope that, I don't know how COD Mobile is going to just outdo themselves every time they come out with a mythic skin. I enjoy some of it, but I don't really enjoy all of them. Like, if I had to rank all the mythics that have come out, I would put this one definitely at the top. The second best would probably be the Mythic Fennec, which honestly, it's not a bad skin. I actually really enjoy it. But after that, you could argue that the quality dropped, because the next best skin, in my opinion, out of all of them, out of all the ones remaining, would probably have to be the Mythic ASVAL, and then the Peacekeeper. But the Peacekeeper, it would have been up there with me like a long time ago. It would have been probably the second best. But the problem is it lost some of its appeal while during the time that we just got the Holger. when we got the Mythic Holger, I just felt that it looked very similar. Since both weapons looked very similar, it just felt unoriginal at that point. And then the right tech I would put over the Holger for sure. But the problem with the right tech, I guess, is that its best looking skin is the last stage of the Mythic weapon, which maybe I'll get there eventually, but it will be a very long time before I'm even able to upgrade it to the final stage. Which what makes it look so great on that last stage is the fact that it almost looks like a dragon skin. Regardless, it's pretty great. It's a pretty great skin. I'm not gonna diss it or anything. It's a good skin overall. Now, would I use the Riotech as much? I don't think so, but when I use it, I'm gonna be pretty happy about it. Plus, I still gotta get diamond on every single weapon, even though it's gonna take forever until I do. But for now, let's just test out the M13. Let me stop rambling about the mythics for just a moment, and let's just get some gameplay with this M13 Morningstar. I'm really excited, honestly. I'm still in awe. Like, look at this diamond skin, honestly. Like, the diamond skin on this Morningstar would be amazing to get. So I think, when I finally get to grinding, this might just be on my priority list over the Peacekeeper or the ASM-10, which are like some of the weapons I'm considering to get to diamond. I'm also putting Ghost Azrael because I cannot, like, even though I have the legendary Ghost skin, it's just I cannot let the Azrael skin pass me by. I need to use it at least once. And I only recently found out that there's a limited time mode for the anniversary where I believe it's 10v10. I'm not sure if it's 10v10 domination, hardpoint, and TDM, but I guess we'll see. Regardless, I'm just gonna leave some clips here. I'm currently just gonna be using the standard equipment that they give you on the skin, and I'm not gonna just level it up immediately because even though I could, I guess I've always enjoyed the grind aspect. The only exception to that, I guess, would be the diamond grind being similar to the obsidian grind from Modern Warfare when I was playing it. The obsidian grind was made a little bit easier by the fact that you could get on a match, and if you got, like, say 20 kills, it would give you 2 completions out of the 150 times you have to get 10 kills in a match. It would still give you 2 check marks instead of just 1 like it does here in COD Mobile. But it's okay. I guess if COD Mobile somehow changes that to make it similar to Modern Warfare or lowers it just a bit, at least I think the max should be 100 instead of 150 because 100 matches is a lot already. And since the grind most of the time is going to be obviously on public matches, you're not gonna be grinding a diamond on a ranked match. You can, but it's gonna take way longer, especially for me because I don't play hardpoint or domination or TDM most of the time for ranked matches. I just prefer a lot more to do search and destroy. And getting 10 kills in Search and Destroy, it's not impossible. It definitely isn't. It's just a lot less likely to get it when you have to be aware of your position in the map, and you have to predict exactly where the enemies will be. Which, don't get me wrong, I love Search and Destroy for that reason, the prediction aspect, as well as just straight up skill. That's pretty much it for today, guys. The next video will likely be my first reaction to the Blackout Battle Royale. I have it recorded, but I think I'm gonna release that next week. I'm gonna try to make it, at least to make my videos weekly. So I hope to see you guys next week on Sunday at the latest. But I am so glad to get a schedule again, at least for YouTube stuff, because I need to get a schedule together for this so I can not only see my progress over time, even if it's slow, even if it takes years. I'm doing this for my own enjoyment of this game. Yeah, thanks for everything, guys. Take care.